Welcome back to On the Mat, fans. With me, a legend that I actually remember seeing at the UIC Pavilion wrestling Ric Flair for the world title. Rugged Ronnie Garvin, hands of stone Ronnie Garvin, fist of stone, whatever. Thank you for coming on the show.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure.
Thank you. Let's start out what got you into wrestling as far as, did you watch it on TV or?
My mother. I was starving to death. I had to go find a job. No, just kidding.
Bobby Heenan said the same thing. He had to go and work to make the money for his.
I played hockey. I boxed, and eventually I got into wrestling. I was a wrestling amateur, and then I started professional. And I went to this place in Montreal where all the wrestlers in Montreal started there.
Right.
And from there, I went to the States in '62, and then I stayed in the States. And I don't think I never went back much to wrestle in Canada except 1985, I think. But I fell in love with the South, with this country, and even though I went to Canada once, twice a year, but I just made a career out of it.
Right. Now, do you remember your first match that you had and the opponent?
No, I remember it was like 45, 50 seconds.
Really?
Because this guy, Pat Gerard, I don't know if you ever heard of him, he used to wrestle in England as Pat Curry. He was the guy that
Madman Curry, was it? Madman Curry?
No, Pat Curry. He
Curry.
wrestled in the 50s.
Okay.
And this guy was he's the one that trained me.
Okay.
And so anyway, the first match, I don't remember who the guy was, but I remember it was short. I used a knee drop off the top rope like Killer Kowalski.
Wow.
I ran into the guy turned his back when they rang the bell, and I charged him with a knee in the middle of the back. He fell down, and I went to the top rope and come down with a knee drop. Match was over. It was like 40-something.
Was that in Canada or was that here?
Here.
What do you remember who you wrestled when you first came to the States and what promotion it was or
I was
territory?
Tony Santos.
Okay.
In Boston.
In
Boston. Heard of him? Tony Santos.
Sounds
In
familiar.
Boston. And as a matter of fact, I wrestled as Golden Bar Richard.
Okay.
Back then, he didn't want me to use my name. He didn't want Tony Santos. Maurice Richard was a big hockey player. And Boston being so close to Montreal, Tony Santos says, I don't like your name. He says, I'll call you Richard. Okay. Because Maurice Richard was such a big hockey player, and he wanted a French name.
Okay.
So,
Not more.
but that didn't last very long. I think I was there about maybe less than a year or a year.
Okay. Did you because we're from Chicago, did you ever do any work with Vern Gagne?
No. Near the end, I think I wrestled for him a few shots.
Never wrestled at the amphitheater in Chicago, 43rd?
Not for the WWE, I did.
Well, no, the amphitheater was where Vern ran.
No.
The international.
No, I wrestled in Minnesota for the WWE.
Okay.
89, well, it was WWF.
Right.
Yeah. No, for Vern, I never I
did.
come close a couple times to come in, but it just never worked out.
Okay. Let's jump ahead. Like 1985, you were working with the Crocker promotion and with the NWA, the Atlanta. Talk about the whole storyline angle with Flair, what it was like working with him.
What was it like working with me?
Okay.
I look at the business. There was guys that were, it's like dancing. You either can dance or you can't. And Flair could work. So was DiBiase. So was the Jake the Snake. So was the Great Malenko. So was, I can go on and on and on. There was just all equal. All great workers. So there was not one particular guy.
Okay.
The belt was on a guy because the office wanted it.
Right.
But I'm not taking away anything. He was great. He deserved it. But, the business never revolved around one guy.
Right.
The business would have died.
Oh, sure.
This is like a football team. You got one quarterback and the rest of the team don't show up. You think that team's going to win?
Not at all.
But I enjoyed working with Flair. It was great experience.
Anything that sticks out in your mind, a certain show or
we've had so many that it's just hard to pinpoint one. The title matches were great.
Yeah.
But wrestling is like a dance. It takes two people. You can't do it on your own.
Right.
And if you have a lousy partner, you're going to have a lousy dance. If you have a lousy partner in wrestling, you're going to have a lousy wrestling match. And I've seen plenty in my life. The great guy goes in the ring, and the next guy goes in the ring that can't walk. What kind of match are you going to have?
Sure.
So you got two guys that can walk, we're going to have a great match. And they know what they're doing. You know? And wrestling to me is you either know, you know, today that's what I don't understand. They got to talk for 15 minutes. They got to do all this trampoline act.
Flippity
I remember going in the ring and wrestling an hour and never say a word. You know, because you know the basics of wrestling. If you know the basics of wrestling and holds, and you know, you don't need all this. But it's a different world today.
Right. Yeah.
And
things
you got to go
change.
with what people want to see. I guess people want to see.
Short attention span is what it is. You can't. Very rarely these days in the independent scene, or even with.
See, I wouldn't have
Vince,
fit. If I would today, I started wrestling, I would have never been in it. Because I can't do that. I can't sing, dance, and rock and roll. So that will eliminate me right out of wrestling.
What was your favorite city to go to that you knew? Not only you were going to have whoever you were working on a card, you just enjoyed a city, whether it be Vegas or LA or.
There was so many. I remember Baltimore, Maryland. I wrestled in Chicago in the latter part of my career, the later part of my career. Great cities for wrestling. Detroit. It was a lot of great. Greensboro, North Carolina, to me was, oh my God, it was 3 stories, that building. I've seen it packed. Big wrestling fans around Knoxville, Tennessee. There was a lot of places that people were really, you know, well, back then it was territories,
right?
Local promotions. Right. So every local area had their own hero. And so their own, you know, whatever you want to call it, their own, and it was like their own team. It was like, you know, it was personal.
Right.
It was more personal than now. I think, you know, I'm not saying it's bad today, but today they're playing for the whole country, the whole world actually.
Yeah.
They go everywhere.
Now I was in attendance at the UIC Pavilion in '87 when you went in as champion, and Flair was the challenger. As far as being in the ring, because obviously Chicago was a pro Four Horsemen, pro Flair city and town, did that hearing the boos for you?
I never did care about that.
That didn't affect you at all.
Well, we didn't play that one. Today you got to be a heel, a baby face. You got to be this, you got to be that. We went in and we wrestled. You know, if they cheer, fine. If they didn't, they cheer for the other guy. So what's the difference? Yeah. It's the same, really. Think about it. They're cheering for him. Well, at least you're getting something.
Sure.
If they're cheering for me, they got to cheer for somebody.
Yeah.
You know, and I've always, in the old days, we used to go to Rays and be play by ear. Well, there was not this thing. It's absolute. You got to be the bad guy. You got to be the good guy. You just went in and you didn't change. You were yourself and you wrestled. You don't like my style of wrestling? It's just too bad. You pay your ticket, gives you the right to cheer whoever you want. That's the way we looked at it. I did anyway. You know, it didn't affect my. You like me or you don't like me. I like my paycheck.
Right.
You know, and I
as long as you got the head fun, got your paycheck, and didn't get hurt.
And I thank the fans very much, and I respected the fans, and I admire, because without them, we wouldn't have made a living. Without the wrestling fans, we wouldn't be nothing. The sports wouldn't exist. It's like movies. Without fans, what would the actors be? What all these guys in Hollywood would be? Fans are the most important. Without fans, you don't exist. So when I went into a building and if they booed me, that's fine. That's fine. It didn't affect me. I did the same match. I wrestled the same way. I just, you know, that was their right to choose who they want.
Okay. I'm going to do some name association. First thing that pops into your mind, Jim Crockett.
Well, Jim Crockett, he was successful for a while, but I think his demise was, you know, he was not in charge of his business. You know, I think the Booker destroyed his business.
Yeah, that could
you know,
possibly do.
I mean, you know, that's just my point of view.
Okay.
You know, I think if he would have been hands-on, and he would have, you know, and another thing too, that expansion going all over the country. North Carolina, Virginia, the Mid-Atlantic was the
hotbed.
Oh my God, they made a great living. His dad had built that. That was his area. If he would have just concentrated there, the fan base, you know, well, you expand like that.
Yeah, you're taking a chance. You're taking a chance.
Well, of course. The only place that was real successful, I think, was Baltimore. Baltimore, I think we had that city. I mean, it was packed every time I wrestled. It was a good. But besides Baltimore, even Chicago wasn't that good. The crowd wasn't that good, you know. And you know, you got to think people like their local hero. And I think that's what.
Well, they love the Road Warriors that much.
Oh, yeah.
You know, whenever they were on the card against Arn and Tully or Barry and Arn or whoever, it didn't matter. The
People
Warriors
can
were-
associate. They got their local, you know,
Right.
it's like their own team. They got something to cheer for.
Right. Okay, Jim Crockett, Tony Schiavone.
Oh, great announcer, nice guy. Oh, he was. I don't know if he's still around.
I think he's doing baseball pregame for the
Very
Atlanta
nice
Braves.
fella, very good announcer. I think he was a class act. He was a good asset too.
Ted Turner, were you involved with WCW at the time, or NWO and WCW when Ted took over?
No, I quit Crockett in '88, and then right after that, that's when they went. Ted Turner bought it, and then none of it.
Okay. You're Ric Flair. Let's just throw that one out there. One word comes to mind.
What?
One word that comes to your mind with
No,
Flair.
the guy had a great career, great guy, and you know, just there was so many great ones. You know, but
Dusty.
he stood out. Well, I got no comments.
Okay.
You know, but you know,
Jimmy Garvin. What about Jimmy Garvin?
it was a short span, a year and a half, 2 years, and I never was a tag team guy. You know, most of my career was single. You know, and Jimmy, we never kept in touch. I haven't seen him in probably 5 or 6 years.
Michael Hayes.
I haven't seen him either since, my God, I can't even remember. Nice guys, Michael Hayes. But I never kept up with the wrestling.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you a question I posed Ricky Steamboat, and about 3 months later it happened. If you got a call from Michael Hayes saying, "Hey, Vince wants you to come on board, be a road agent," you wouldn't?
I have a life, man. I don't need it.
Okay. Because I asked the same thing to Rick.
I would be honored.
Right.
I would take it as an honor, as a compliment. You know, somebody wants you. Obviously, you have something to offer. You know, something. You know, sure. But no, I quit. I don't do anything hunting, fishing, and I'm happy as I wake up alive every day. And I say, thank you, Lord. And,
Well, like I said, I mean, I asked Ricky Steamboat the same question when we were in Cincinnati, and he said, you know, I would accept the call, and you know, we'd have to talk some business. And about 4 months later, he got the call, and I saw him. He was like, "Did you have an in?" I'm like, I just asked the question, and he's been working with him ever since.
Well, you know, what's a choice if you want to work? I've worked. I've had a great career in flying. After I wrestled,
Right.
I flew for 13 years for cargo. Then the company went out of business because 9/11, and they had a couple of wrecks. And anyway, then I flew these 3 guys around for 4.5, well, till about a year ago, in a King Air 200, a couple of days a week. So that was fun. It was a part-time gig, you know. And now it's over. Now I just, I'm 63 years old. I don't work. Yeah, I'm playing.
Okay.
You know, I'm hunting, fishing. That's my life. That's how I keep my sanity.
There you go. There you
You know, so I told my wife, I said, "You want a sane man?
go. Let me do it.
Let me do it for a month or 2. I'm home. I'm cured."
All right. Well, Ronnie, I thank you very much for coming on the show. Out here on location in Riviera on the mat, Rugged Ronnie Garvin, the Hands of Stone.
Our next event of the evening, a one-fall match. The duration is the TV time remaining for the World's Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first in the corner to my right, the challenger from right here in Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 232 pounds, Ron Garvin. And now, the world's heavyweight champion from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 241 pounds, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
Well, David, Ron Garvin gets his shot. This is it, David.
Hit right in the chest.
How many places and times has that man defended the title? But now he's got Ron Garvin.
The hands of stone.
And the reason all those fans wrote in and said, I want Ric Flair and Ron Garvin, they saw it right here on the Superstation. They saw Ric Flair go out, and they said, he can beat him. He can be the world champion. That's why they wrote in. That's why. Quite a night here on the Superstation.
The superstars of the Superstation. Special edition of World Championship Wrestling. We bring it to you because you fans are number one with us. You've made us number one. We're the best wrestling anywhere in the world. And we're giving it to you right here. What you wanted, your dream match. And these two guys are pounding away on each other. Hand to stone, headbutt. Take Rick down to the mat. Is his number up? It just could be. Oh! That hurts. He goes down for that pin. Just too quick to try to pin the champion. You have to wear him down. Oh. Look at Garvin. He's not intimidated. He walks right in on him.
Ric Flair does not lose his cool that much. But he is really getting bent out of shape now.
Look at him. Look at his face. Look at. Check his chest for the whelps. Rick has him in that choke. Ooh, chops him right across the chest. Garvin comes right back. Rick has him in a choke. Both men now. Referee Tom Young's trying to break him up. Hard chops. Ooh, got him right in the face. All right now, here we go. Here we go. We're going to see a fight. Oh, he's got his nose. He's got that honker. He's got the nose.
Ric Flair, I don't think, has been expecting this. This has been an all-out war by Ron Garvin. He has really gone after the champion. After the face, after the nose. And Flair just has to reel again back to the corner.
Catches him with that knee. Garvin comes right back, though. Rick goes for the choke. Look at him. Here he goes, across. Backdrop high. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Garvin stands there. He's ready. Ron Garvin, he's not a flashy wrestler, but he produces results. He can wrestle and he can fight. Ooh.
He's held many titles in his career, but he wants that one. The big one, the World Heavyweight title.
Everybody wants to be number one. And there is only one World Heavyweight Champion. And that is Ric Flair. Flair driving. They're in the corner. Referee Tom Young tries to break him up. These two men. Flair out on the floor.
There he is, Ric Flair. And
Look at Garvin.
Tommy Young trying to restrain Ron Garvin. Flair would hold on to the title.
He realizes Ric Flair is stalling. He's stalling for time.
That's right.
See, Garvin's building that momentum up. Is he? Here he goes. Drives the shoulder. Takes that arm. Garvin twists it. Flair goes down on that mat. Step over. Twist it. Holding on.
First it was a leg and now the arm. Now we mentioned earlier in the program that Ronnie Garvin can wrestle with the best. I know we talk about his hands of stone a lot.
Flair puts that knee right in the back.
Boy, that one almost took his chin right up to his nose, right off of his head. That was a slicing blow by Flair.
Here he goes. Throws him out. Garvin comes on his feet. Comes right back in.
He's coming back in.
Referee Tommy Young backs away, and I don't blame him. Here we go. Chop. Bends it back. Chop. Garvin taking it. He takes it. Turns Rick around. Lays a right. Another right to the chest. Oh, he waffles him a good one.
He just manhandled the champion that time and threw him right to the corner.
Trying to put a dent in his chest. Over. Caught him with the right hand.
Is that it?
All right, tell me, is it Tommy?
Tommy says it was the momentum of the blow, not a disqualification. The match continues.
Okay.
Over the top rope, but is automatic disqualification? No, says Tommy Young. All right. Now we were wondering at that time.
Gets to his feet. Slowly comes in the ring. And Garvin gets right on him. Takes him. Here he goes. Sleeper. He's got it locked in. There you see the champion. Garvin didn't have it locked on quite right. Rick spins around and picks him up. Suplex.
Flair hit hard also. Look at Flair face down.
Flair is tired.
Yeah, it is.
Garvin
standing
has
up.
been beating on him.
That's right. It's been standing
Been
up toe-to-toe.
unmerciful. Here he goes. Oh! Oh! There's no way you can defend against that. Ric Flair, 260 pounds, coming right down on you. All right, now. He pulls him out by the hair. Let's go for a second. Hooks the arm over. Picks him up. Short and sweet suplex. Garvin takes that arm, sticks through, powers out. Rick backs up. Measures. Gets ready. Yes. Right across the forehead. The World Heavyweight Champion doesn't try to pin now. Sits on, slaps Garvin. No, I think you're making a mistake, Rick.
David, you're right. He doesn't want to do this. See, look. Don't
Garvin's
make him any madder than he is.
He's going. Look at Garvin. Garvin has him now. Takes the champion up. Rick tried. Chops him. Chest. Chops him again. Garvin comes right back. Now they start to trade back and forth. Ooh. Right, left by Garvin.
Down he goes.
Flair goes down. Garvin stands on him. Goes, hooks, bends back. Rick kicks out. Now Rick says no. Look at him headbutting. Again, here he goes. Oh, ooh. That's got to throw you back out.
It really does. Flair.
I don't see how he takes it.
Small of the back that time.
It's got to. Your body whips up in the air, comes around, catches that. Right now. Both of them now jockeying for that position with a suplex. Can he do it? Garvin blocks him. Blocks the champion. Champion tries it again. Garvin blocks again.
This has been
Just about. He's got him. Good. As you were saying.
I was saying this is Ron Garvin.
Goes down for that pin.
2 count. You think he's gone with his game plan? You think he came in here with something in mind and has been able to carry it through? You know, so many times wrestling, the champion can really cross up your game plan. You come in with a specific thing you're going to do, and then you got to adjust because he is the world champion.
When you wrestle the champion, he's such an intimidator. That's hard to stick to your game plan. Has him over. Rick rolls out. Count. Now Garvin powers, spins around, backslide, hook. All right, now, who can power? Who can do it? He's got him. He's got him down for that pin. 1, 2.
David,
you're a lucky man, world champion. You're a lucky man.
Listen to the fans. We're witnessing first-class wrestling at its best.
Oh, we got that one. Here to go. Duck under. Come across. Side body block goes down. Got him down. Come on, Tommy. Come on. Count.
Still loading a 2 count.
The champion holds on. Ric Flair, the world heavyweight champion. Ron Garvin with the hands of stone. Garvin comes, catches him right in the head. Rick takes him down. This, ladies and gentlemen, the Superstars on the Superstation. Special edition of World Championship Wrestling. The very best. You see them in the ring right now. And they are pulverizing each other. Look at him. They're choking. Here they go. Over. Oh! Rick goes up. Oh, he caught him! He caught him right where he wanted to. The champion. Almost.
I thought that was it. I thought it was over for Flair, but he kicks out.
That's why he is the world heavyweight champion. Rick chops him, goes down. All right, here he goes. He is upset now. You made a mistake.
And a Tommy Young.
1, 2, 3, 4. He had it. He had it.
He had even a 4 count on him. And Tommy Young, you see at the bottom of your screen, still on the floor, the referee.
Switch now. Comes in. Hands of stone. Caught him coming off the ropes. Has him down for the pin again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Had him there for the count.
Come on, Tommy, get in the ring. Watch out. Watch out. Here comes the champion. Turn around, Ron. Well, it was too late. Rick goes down. Desperation pin. Hey, Tommy. His foot was on the rope. His foot was on the rope. What are you doing? Tommy. His foot was on the rope. Shut up. What do you mean your foot was on the rope? Tommy? That's going to be it. He's going to give the decision to Ric Flair, but we can see it. Then Ron Garvin's foot was clearly on the rope. Oh, Ron Garvin.
I'd like to introduce at this time the presenter for the next men's award, and he's a Gulf Coast champion. I'm talking about Cabo Hill.
Thank you, JJ. Thank you, folks. I really don't know how to start with this guy. The ones that know him probably know what I'm talking about. This guy's done everything in this business that could be done. He started out with a snotty nose brat with a spoil, and wound up defeating Ric Flair for the world's title. They told me I didn't have very long up here, so I can't go into a lot of things that he done. And I'm going to tell you a few things, kind of high spots, and you can question him after this thing's over with. He's held every title in every territory that he ever wrestled in. In Pembroke, Canada, he had every cop, every fireman in that town getting him off of the rafters in a hockey arena 40 foot in the air. He had 5 flat tires going from North Bay, Canada to Pembroke. He single-handedly ran a 2,000-pound moose out of the woods with a .22 rifle. You can't even know better than that. But I'm going to tell you what the other side of Ronnie. I met him in 1965 in North Bay. I was just a beginner refereeing, and you guys know how lonely the wrestling business can be for somebody when you first start. Nobody wants to give you the time of day, but Ronnie Garvin was different. He came to me, took me hunting, took me fishing, and he was a star. And I was just a lowly little referee. But he looked after me. He came to me, and Larry Kazabowski used to want us to get to the towns early and walk the streets. Well, I walked the streets with Ronnie Garvin. Ronnie would see that I walked the streets with him. I was proud to walk the streets with Ronnie Garvin. And I'm proud now to share this stage with him. I want to introduce you, the Hands of Stone, Mr. Ronnie Garvin.
Lots of gimmicks here. I'm very honored to be here. I guess the older you get, the better it gets. And I want to thank Bob. And I want to thank everybody. It's good to see people I haven't seen in a long time. And I should have come to Cauliflower Alley a long time ago. But I guess I didn't take the time. And I'm very honored to have this. I don't know if you can believe everything Bob says, chasing blues and everything. But I find myself so fortunate to have a great life. I'm healthy, thank the good Lord every day. in the business. And I will say thank you very much. God bless you all.